Diddy makes a strange new demand to judges from price and cells after the latest denial. Diddy Combs, the well-known music mogul and entrepreneur, is facing multiple charges, including sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in prostitution. Having been behind bars since his arrest on September 16, 2024, Combs has already been denied bail 4 times and is scheduled to face trial in May 2025. As he awaits trial, Combs has been vocal about his legal and personal challenges, including a demand regarding his access to resources that could help him in preparing for his defense. A new development has emerged from his prison cell, with his representatives submitting a formal request to a federal judge in an attempt to ensure he has the proper tools for his legal case. According to a letter from Combs' defense attorney Mark Agnifilo sent to District Court Judge Arun Subramanian, the federal government had provided a laptop for Combs on November 25, 2024. This laptop was intended to help the incarcerated music mogul review the discovery documents related to his case, take notes, and assist in preparing his defense ahead of the trial. However, despite the government's provision of the laptop, Combs has not been granted access to it for a significant period of time. In the letter, Agnifilo describes the situation as untenable, claiming that Combs has been denied adequate access to this important legal tool. The core issue at hand is that Combs has not been allowed to use the laptop in his cell, which is a common practice for other inmates. Instead, he has been restricted to using the laptop only under specific and limited conditions. One option provided to Combs is the ability to use the laptop in the unit's video teleconference room during select times when legal staff is available. The other option is to access the laptop in the legal visiting room during standard business hours, from 8 o'clock a.m. to 3:30 p.m. However, neither option provides Combs with the flexibility to use the laptop in a way that would allow him to efficiently manage his legal matters. Agnifilo's letter points out that these conditions are significantly more restrictive than those applied to other inmates within the same unit, further adding to the difficulty of Combs' situation. Agnifilo argues that the current restrictions force Combs into an impossible situation. He must choose between utilizing the laptop to review his case materials or meeting with his attorneys. This choice places undue pressure on Combs as he needs both resources to adequately prepare for his upcoming trial. The defense attorney stresses that the limited access to the laptop is not required by the regulations governing the facility and that it severely impacts Combs' ability to engage fully in his legal defense. The lack of flexibility in the current arrangement means that Combs cannot make the most of the time he has to prepare for trial. Combs' legal team, through Agnifilo, is asking Judge Subramanian to direct the Metropolitan Detention Center, MDC, the facility where Combs is being held, to allow the music mogul access to the laptop within his cell, consistent with the way other inmates in the same unit are allowed to use their laptops. Agnifilo makes it clear in the letter that Combs' legal rights to prepare for his trial should not be hindered by arbitrary restrictions that other inmates do not face. Combs' defense is asserting that his access to the laptop and other legal resources should be treated on an equal footing with other detainees who have access to similar tools and resources for their legal cases. This latest demand from Combs and his legal team comes at a time when his life has been filled with legal and personal drama. While the charges he faces are severe, including allegations of being involved in sex trafficking and facilitating prostitution, the situation has become even more complicated in recent days. Just days before the request for better laptop access was made, Combs' son, Christian Combs, found himself embroiled in a separate legal scandal. Christian is being sued by a female employee who claims she was sexually assaulted aboard a yacht that was rented by his father. This lawsuit adds to the already growing list of controversies surrounding the Combs family and further intensifies the media attention on the family's legal troubles. As Combs sits in jail awaiting his trial, he continues to fight against the charges leveled against him. He has denied all allegations and pleaded not guilty to the charges, insisting that he is innocent of the serious offenses he is accused of. The trial, which is set to take place in May 2025, will be a significant moment for Combs, as it will determine the outcome of the criminal case that could have far-reaching consequences for his reputation, career, and personal life. Given the nature of the charges, the trial is expected to be high-profile with intense public and media scrutiny. While Combs' legal team fights for better conditions and resources to prepare his defense, they are also facing challenges related to the restrictions of the prison system. Combs is in a facility that has strict policies in place for inmate access to legal resources, but the defense team argues that these restrictions are disproportionate and hinder the legal process. Combs' legal representatives are determined to ensure that he has access to the tools necessary to defend himself adequately, including the laptop that has been provided to him but is not yet accessible. At this point, it is unclear how the court will respond to Combs' request. The district attorney's office has not yet commented on the demand made by the defense team, and Judge Subramanian has not issued a ruling. However, the outcome of this request could have a significant impact on the preparation for Combs' trial. If granted, it would allow Combs to have more control over his legal defense, which may influence the way he approaches his trial preparation in the coming months. As the days go by and Combs remains incarcerated, his legal team is continuing to fight for what they see as fair treatment under the law. Whether or not the judge will rule in their favor remains to be seen, but this latest demand for access to screen time highlights the ongoing challenges Combs faces as he prepares for his trial next year.